Hey, I'm AJ, and
I'm Jeremy. That unfortunately was not me being clever. That actually, I'm kind of late.
yeah, we're in a big hurry today, so we may go through this in about 5 minutes.
Here we go. First off, Crystal Cathedral, for those of you who watch our older shows, thank you. First off, and second off, you may remember the Crystal Cathedral for
Being huge, big, over the top, and for going bankrupt and then asking its people to send them food in their personal limos.
They were picking up the food in the limos for of the pastor.
Yeah, well, just to update you a little bit on that, they have, that pastor has resigned. They have sold the Crystal Cathedral, for which they are known, to the Catholic Church, and they have changed their name. So, Crystal Cathedral no longer exists. Anyway.
Score one for the good guys? Anyway.
No, not against God, just against people making money off of God.
Yes. Monetizing God is, well, I think Jesus gave us his opinion on that when he came into the temple and there were people selling stuff in the temple. If you don't know that story, go look it up. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Next off, the big story of today, unfortunately, is the U.S. sergeant who turned himself in to his superiors for killing people in several villages, totaling 16 civilians, women, children. Basically, he went crazy and just shot a bunch of people, and then apparently actually felt remorse for it and turned himself in. I think our opinion on sociopaths who kill things, especially people, I think that's pretty well documented.
Yeah.
I hope his cell in Leavenworth is very, very comfortable.
Unfortunately, this is damaging ties that were already tenuous with the burgeoning government of Afghanistan, so I'm just saying I have to watch and see what happens there.
So, hopefully we're not losing all of our friends over in the Middle East.
And sadly, this has tipped off some a little bit more of the highly conservative backlash that has been going on in the Middle East, fortunately leading to, and this has been going on as well, but don't know if you know the emo genre. Basically, kids wearing tight pants, dark clothes, and really crazy hair.
Makeup.
Evidently, when we say that looks gay over here, they take that literally over there in the Middle East, and they have been killing emos.
For looking emo. So, in case you don't know, America's the greatest country in the world, and for as intolerant as some of us are, we don't kill you for being different or odd. Some people ridicule. We accept you here on Extraordinary Times. We accept you.
I don't normally like emo, but you know what? I'm not going to go out and kill you just because I don't like what you wear and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to something the military is doing right.
Oh, good heavens, yes. I think I mentioned it the other day. Again, keep watching our old stuff. The microwave emitter that they have that they put on a truck and they shoot it at things that are alive, and those things that are alive scatter because they're getting hit with microwaves. Apparently, they have officially released it to be used in riot control situations, and it's no longer a testing product. It is a official use of the U.S. government now. So, if
we have heat rays.
If you feel your skin start to burn, and it's not a sunny day, you might be getting riot controlled. Who knew? Speaking of who knew,
oh my goodness. Okay, so in New York, we have the Amish people. If you don't know anything about them, they highly religious, shun technology to a high degree. You might see them, driving around in their buggies
with horses.
Well, certain Amish were driving around in their buggy, evidently got drunk.
Younger gentlemen.
and swerved into a cop car.
In their buggy.
And totaled the buggy. I think they scratched the cop car a little.
Well, it is wood and steel. I assume they band the wheels with steel.
Right.
Because it's a good buggy, probably.
Anyway, all 4 survived and have been arrested. And I really think the best part of this is that, according to police, other buggies were there and fled the scene.
Were they not able to catch him? Could you not run? Granted, it's a horse drawing a buggy. Did they? Yeah, I don't. That would have been the great. I want to see that. I want to see the Michael
buggies in my mind just scattering.
I want to see the Michael Bay movie where they have a cop car chasing a horse-drawn carriage, and the horse-drawn carriage beats the cop.
Michael Bay, do it.
Done. Yeah. Next big thing, the Amish. Oh, so probably the coolest not military thing of the day. I don't know. Today's just a really good day, apparently. But the next great thing, we love the UK for all of their crazy, fun gadgets and the Big Brother thing. You know, they're doing it real well over there.
Right.
But they also have come up with this really great breath mask thing. If any of you watched Star Wars, it's kind of a throwback to that mask they were wearing in Empire Strikes Back. And it has a wind turbine in it, where as you are exhaling, and I think inhaling too.
Yeah. I think it's
as
reversible.
wind is going past your mouth, this little turbine in front of your mouth is providing power to your personal electronic device, either on your arm, in your pocket,
cell
probably
phone, music player, whatever.
iPod, iPhone kind of stuff. And yeah, it's just a little turbine.
It looks amazing. It's very sci-fi.
It looks like
Something you wear to an anime convention?
yeah. Those of you who played Knights of the Old Republic, that's the one I was saying. Knights of the Old Republic 1, where Malik was wearing that funky mask to cover up the fact he didn't have a bottom jaw.
Kind of looks like that. Yeah.
It does, dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I was searching for it until this moment. You just saw me have an epiphany. Good job.
Dang.
But
last story of the day.
us being in Texas, we take Texas news especially seriously, especially when it comes to voter ID stuff. Voter fraud is something that has been prevalent through all of history and all of America, sadly.
And we've recently tried to put forward a law, and I say try, and you'll understand why in a minute, where you would have to bring a picture ID to the voting booth as well as your voter registration to show, yeah, I am who I say I am.
I am the real Slim Shady.
Well, that's been struck down. The White House stepped in and said, no, that might affect poor Hispanic voters.
No. Minority voters.
Minority voters.
There are other minorities, but there's
no. It says right now. It says saying it disproportionately harms Hispanic residents.
Aha! Well, that's because there's a lot of Hispanic residents in Texas.
Not necessarily legal, which isn't the whole point of the law in the first place.
But that's the thing is in Texas we really like properly voting, and when there is such a problem, and there is, whether you acknowledge it or not, there is a really big problem with voter fraud everywhere. For those of you who didn't like Bush winning fraudulently in 2000, y'all should be outraged by this too, because whether it's high up corruption or bottom up corruption, it's still corruption, and people should. And we just went through the DMV to go get our IDs renewed.
$25.
Both of us. $25 each. About 2.5 hours of our time.
Technically called the DPS here in Texas, but sorry.
Yeah, well, yeah. The DMV is under the DPS, which is under the state. Moving on.
Hell is hell.
Hell is hell. Bureaucracy in all of its forms is awful. But
it can be done.
Yeah, it's not this enormous cost to get an identification card and to be able to go and vote. And you don't even have to have a driver's license. It's
state ID.
It's a state ID. It's something that says to the voting booth people, I am a legitimate member of the United States voting base. And I don't think that's unreasonable. I don't think $25 is an obscene amount of money.
Especially with how long it lasts.
Yeah, it lasts for 6 years. They're not chintzing off $100 off you every year, or however much. So
either way, it's gone to Supreme Court appeal.
That's the word.
We're not the only state doing this at this point either, so we'll keep you updated.
Hopefully, common sense prevails. Those of you who, like I said last time, can get outraged and actually go and call and write letters and things, do it, because getting outraged over things like this is the only way things like this will change. So we're doing our thing. This is our way of communicating our disdain for the status quo. So help us out. We help you. You help everyone else. Know what I mean?
Let's get it done.
Anyways, sorry about no intro. Sorry about no outro. Sorry about being late. He's AJ.
He's Jeremy.
And these are extraordinary times. Send us your stories, allthingsextraordinary at gmail.com. And we will see you tomorrow.
We're doing a week every day this week now.
We're doing it every day of the week. Monday through
Tuesday,
Friday.
Wednesday, through Thursday, Friday.
And so, yeah. See you tomorrow.